Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, August 12, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, how's it going? Got a minute to catch up before the day gets crazy?
Hey David, I'm doing all right, thanks. Yeah, let's chat while I grab my coffee.
Sweet. I need this caffeine hit. My morning's already been a whirlwind with client emails.
I get it. I've been knee-deep in project updates since I walked in.
Man, it's always a hectic start, isn't it? Gotta keep up with the pace around here.
Totally. It's like there's never a dull moment in this office.
Haha, no kidding. By the way, did you catch that news about the new tariffs kicking in? I saw it on CNN, something about a massive shift in global trade.
Yeah, I read about that. They're talking about tariffs as high as 50% on some countries, which could really shake things up.
50%? That's insane. It's gonna hit our suppliers like a ton of bricks, don't you think?
For sure. It could drive up costs across the board, even for us.
Just what we need, more headaches. I'll have to touch base with my overseas contacts to see how they're coping.
That's a smart move. We need to stay in the loop on how this impacts our budgets.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm already stressing about how it might mess with my sales targets this quarter.
I hear you. To be honest, it feels like a risky play for the global economy.
Totally. I just hope it doesn't turn into a complete disaster for businesses like ours.
Same here. We'll have to keep an eye on how things unfold over the next few weeks.
For sure. I'm not looking forward to explaining price hikes to my clients, though.
I bet. That's never a fun conversation to have.
Nope, not at all. Anyway, speaking of big changes, did you hear about that tech deal with the NFL? I think it was on CNN too, something about a major media shakeup.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The NFL is offloading some media assets to a huge cable company for a 10% stake.
A 10% stake? That's huge. They must be banking on something big with this?
Definitely. It's a strategic move to blend sports and media, especially with streaming being the future.
Yeah, they're probably trying to stay ahead of the curve. Everyone's glued to streaming apps these days.
Exactly. It's all about reaching wider audiences and adapting to digital habits.
Makes sense. I just hope my favorite games don't get stuck behind some expensive paywall.
Let's hope not. It's fascinating how tech keeps reshaping how we enjoy entertainment.
No doubt. It's like every year there's a new way to watch or listen to stuff.
True, and speaking of trends, it's not just entertainment that's changing. Consumer behavior is shifting too.
Oh yeah? What do you mean? I think I saw something about that on the New York Times.
Yeah, they mentioned consumer spending slowing down. It's like people are tightening their belts, which could signal a broader economic shift.
Man, that's not great news. Less spending means fewer clients splashing cash on our stuff.
Exactly. It could even affect how we plan projects if budgets start shrinking.
Oh, don't remind me. I'm already sweating over meeting deadlines without added pressure.
I feel you. But you know, it also makes me think about how society's priorities are changing.
How so? Like people saving more instead of spending?
Yeah, that's part of it. Maybe folks are focusing on essentials rather than splurging on extras.
Could be. I've noticed some of my clients cutting back on big orders lately.
Same here with some project scopes. It's like everyone's playing it safe right now.
Can't blame them. Things feel a bit up in the air, don't they?
They do. Actually, it's kind of nostalgic to think about when spending was more carefree.
Haha. Yeah, back when we didn't overthink every penny. Those were the good old days.
Totally. But hey, we've got to roll with the punches, right?
For sure. Just gotta keep pushing and close those deals no matter what.
Agreed. It's all about adapting and staying flexible in times like these.
Yeah, can't let a little uncertainty slow us down. I've got targets to hit.
Haha, that's the spirit. By the way, how's your week shaping up? Got anything big on the horizon?
Oh man, it's slammed. I've got 3 client calls today and a pitch tomorrow to lock in some orders.
Sounds intense. I've got a project review later, hoping to tie up a few loose ends.
Nice. Good luck with that. I'm just hoping to call it a day without too much drama.
Don't we all? Let's hope the rest of the day stays smooth.
Fingers crossed. Sometimes I wonder if working remotely would make things easier.
Maybe. It's nice to have flexibility, but I do miss the office buzz sometimes.
True. There's something about being here, grabbing coffee and chatting. Keeps me in the loop.
Yeah. These little breaks are gold. They help clear the head before diving back in.
Totally. Speaking of diving back in, I better check my inbox before it explodes.
Same here. Let's touch base later if anything urgent pops up.
Sounds good. Catch you later, Alex.
See you, David. Have a good one.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.